So first up is Journalista. CC student team members are Noah Weeks, Benedict Wright, and Kobi Bhattacharyya. Please welcome Journalista to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. My name is Benedict, and I'm a CC senior and co-founder of Journalista. The idea for Journalista came from a simple observation. The news landscape is changing, and local journalism is struggling. In one sense, today, journalism is seeing a renaissance. We as readers of news have more access to more information than we've ever had before, and that is truly amazing. However, in another sense, with that change, something is lost. And what's lost is a sense of community, that sense of place that a local newspaper provides for people. Before we are citizens of the world or of a nation, we are members of a community, whether that's a city, a town, a family, or a neighborhood. And local journalists are able to speak to that membership in a way that outlets like the New York Times or BuzzFeed simply cannot. What's lost with the decline of local news is the relationship that readers and journalists can have with each other. At Journalista, we believe that relationship is worth fighting for, and that's why we set out to create an online marketplace platform that allows readers to directly support journalists covering issues that matter most to them.
Thanks, Benny. Hi, everyone. My name is Noah, and I am co-founder and CEO of Journalista and a film and media studies major here at CC. Journalista's market is made up of two very large audiences who, at the moment, have a number of unmet needs. On one side, journalists are facing a profession in decline that has shrunk 47% in the decade between 2008 and 2018. Also, in a study that we conducted in a Facebook group of journalists, more than half of respondents said that they are looking for alternative sources of income. These financial straits are in part due to the buyouts and downsizing that are facing the industry. Hedge funds and wealthy individuals are increasingly seeing journalism as a means of making cash and exercising political influence. And finally, journalists are limited in the content that they write by the time spent on page advertisement business model that disincentivizes quality journalism and lifts up sensationalized information. Readers, on the other hand, are facing a disparate marketplace. It's very impersonal, and increasingly users are reading their news on social media platforms and aggregate news sites. With that, they've lost the sense of local connection that they used to have with their local newspapers. And finally, readers are concerned with made-up information in the news. I think we can all agree that fake news has forever changed the way that readers interact with journalism today. Taken together, these are the changing realities that Journalista is facing as we enter the marketplace. First, we're going to attract journalists who want to supplement their income and want a more personal connection with the readers that they are targeting. Signing up is as simple as showing us that you have published your work before. Once you're on our platform, journalists are invited to design a customizable micro-business where they can set different price tiers of subscriptions with different perks as well. And it's as simple as that to get published on Journalista and start reaching out to readers and eventually gain paying subscribers. The reader journey is very similar. Signing up is even easier. All you need is an email. Once you're on our platform, Journalista will use GPS location and user-inputted preferences to curate content that best fits their needs. And finally, once a reader finds journalists that they want to support, they will be presented with those tiers of subscription with different perks, and one subscription truly doesn't fit all. We hope that we can find a model, a price point, and perks that will fit every reader. This is a mock-up of what we believe Journalista could look like. At the very top are articles curated for that user. Right below that is a map showing the user's location, along with stories written in that area and writers in their area. And below that, a trending in their neighborhood section. When the reader navigates to the journalist profile, they're presented with, of course, the articles that that journalist has written, as well as the biography of that journalist, but also the tiers that I was talking about. So in this example, Corey has a tier that where readers can subscribe to get all access. The next one, the insider tier, as you can see, has bonus content and an insider chat room. And finally, to build up that community connection, the friend tier has monthly meetups for coffee. In this space, we have some inspirations and competition, of course. These 4 characteristics distinguish us from our competitors and inspirations. First, Etsy is an inspiration of us, and they allow on their platform creators and artists to connect directly to their consumers and design their own micro-businesses. Patreon, a competitor and inspiration of ours, facilitates direct payments between users and the content creators, YouTubers, podcasters that they support. Medium and Substack are 2 apps and companies that are, like us, trying to navigate this new news landscape. However, they don't have the focus on local that we believe is essential to fixing this problem. Finally, the news landscape is changing quite a bit right now, and there are reasons to be concerned about journalism. However, there are also reasons to think that Journalista will succeed in the marketplace. Digital news subscriptions of some of the best newspapers are actually on the rise. In 2017, the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal rose almost a quarter each. The direct payment model between users and creators is proven to work, and Patreon pays out almost $13 million per month. And we know that readers are ready to support ethical journalism. Medium has monthly paying subscribers of 200 to 400,000 per month. Our rollout, using the seed money from this competition, we are going to create a minimum viable product in the next 6 months. Once that is created, we're going to roll out a beta and get it in the hands of consumers. At the same time, we are going to be in contact with industry experts to put together an advisory board. That board will help us draft a set of community standards. At launch, we're going to continue to grow our user base and bring more people into the fold. That will eventually include editors and photographers, and our eventual goal is to create a newsletter to bring those people into the Journalista ecosystem. Also, we would love to provide professional development opportunities for journalists as well, get more voices into our national conversations.
Here's a graph showing our estimated monthly net profit over the next 4 years. For our first 38 months, Journalista will be spending more than we are making. And during the first year, our costs will actually be increasing as we roll out our beta and we incentivize journalists to join the platform. However, at that 38-month mark, we predict that our user base will hit a critical mass, we will reach profitability, and we will only grow from there. At Journalista, success not only means that we are doing well, but it means our journalists are thriving as well. And we predict that in 4 years, the average journalist will be able to make over $1,000 a month on our platform. And that's just a conservative estimate. It's our hope that some journalists will be able to completely support themselves on this platform, while others will choose to just supplement their incomes.
The Journalista team consists of Noah Weeks, our CEO and co-founder, and a film studies major at Colorado College, Benedict Wright, a history and philosophy major at Colorado College and another co-founder, and myself, Kobi Bhattacharyya, the CTO and co-founder.
We are also advised by Corey Hutchins, who is a professional journalist and a journalism professor here at Colorado College. Our ask going into the semifinalist round was $7,500, and we are so excited to use that money to create a minimum viable product and eventually reach out to more investors and industry experts. Today, we are also seeking support in all different capacities, and we would love to speak with anybody who is interested in the reception afterwards. You can find more information at journalista.news. Thank you very much, and long live local independent journalism.
Thank you.